Hi you guys and welcome back. Today I'm going to be using a lot of the products that I just showed in my drugstore haul. So if you are interested in seeing how I got this look using all drugstore makeup, then just keep watching. Hi everyone and welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a drugstore look. I posted a haul and all of the names, colors, prices will all be in that video. So if you have any questions about any of the products that I'm using in this video, just go back to that video and look. I have pictures and prices of everything. If there's something that I'm using that was not in that haul, I'll be sure to list it here. First thing I'm going to do is prime my eyes, and I'm just going to use my concealer as primer. This is the Milani Conceal and Perfect Primer. And I'm just going to use my fingers to blend that in. The other thing that I want to do right now so that it can start soaking in, I already did my skincare and I used all my regular skincare items. The only thing different is that I'm going to be using this e.l.f. HD Mattifying Balm. And it comes with this little spongy thing, which I'm going to go ahead and use. So I'm going to pick, ooh, that is very creamy. I'm going to pick some of that up. All right, I'm going to push that into my pores. And we will see. Just going to use it in the places that I get super oily or my pores are enormous. If you see glitter, well, when you see glitter on my face, I apologize. I have been crafting and there's nowhere in this house or on anyone in this house that doesn't have glitter right now. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and let that set in. First impressions, wow, looks like it really filled in the pores. We'll see how it works with the foundation that I got. So let's go ahead and set our eyes, and I am just going to use this palette that I got from Wet n Wild, and I'm just going to use the transition shade right here. So I'm just going to pick that up and set everything, because that's pretty close to my skin tone. So I'm gonna pick that peach shade up and we're gonna put that everywhere in our crease. I'm not worried about it getting on the lid because I'm going to use a Wet n Wild color stick that I picked up as well. Pretty similar to the NYX Jumbo Crowns. At least they look similar. I don't know how they wear. We'll find out. All right, this has great color pigment. All right, and now I'm gonna pick up that color stick. I'm not sure what they're actually called. Multi-stick, I think is what it's called. Anyway, it looks like that. You can see I was playing around to decide what I was gonna do. I'm gonna put that all over my lid. All right, and I'm gonna grab a flat brush and go back into that same peach color that I was using and lay that on top. And again, anytime you're laying a color over top of a cream like that, you want to pat rather than go back and forth so that you don't really move it around. But you can see how much, what the heck? You can see how much more color is laid down by using that color stick than when I don't. I love these things. They also set to a powder finish, so if you wanted to just use it just like this and not put anything on top of it, you could do that as well. Now I'm using a matte shade on top. You could also use a satin or a shimmer, duochrome, whatever you would like. Anything that you put on top of a cream base like that is just going to be amplified. I am going for a matte look on the lid and then the pop of color underneath. I'm just going to pick up my blending brush again and get back into that only color that we've been using and go right back over. To blend that out. All right, that was pretty easy. All right, I'm gonna set this to the side and close this up. Make sure you put the lids on these tight because they will dry up so quickly. All right, I also got this, I think it was Rimmel, right? Yes, Wander Swipe Liner to Shadow. I don't know. Okay, that looks a little bit like navy blue. It is not black. It says Out and Out, so I was hoping it's black. It's not, but that's all right. I'm gonna go ahead and use it anyway. So I'm just gonna put that flat down. Right along my lash line. And like I've said before, I stop right before I get to the very edge of my eye. Otherwise it accentuates my downturned eyes. So I stop right before I get to the edge. Okay, now for foundation, I'm gonna use the CoverGirl True Blend Matte. I've got it in M20. I'm not sure how good of a match this is gonna be for me, but it was definitely the closest that they had there. So put a couple pumps on there, and I'm going to grab my Sephora Pro. It's this brush. It's just a foundation brush. When I worked at Sephora, I used to love using, oh, that's a pretty good match. I used to love using this brush. Yeah, that's not a bad match. All right, I used one pump. I'm gonna put another pump on. We'll see how well this mixes with that e.l.f. primer. Okay, so far so good. The coverage is decent. I would definitely call it a medium coverage. And it is matte. That is for sure. A little light, but that's all right. I can always darken that up with my bronzer. Okay, I'm gonna grab my Beauty Blender and just pick up a teeny bit more. And just give myself a little bit of extra coverage right in the center of my face where I need it the most. And then take it over the rest of the places to pick up any extra product. That's pretty light. Holy cow. That is way too light. Okay, I just went and grabbed my Milani Conceal and Perfect from my kit. I use this to darken up my foundations on clients. So I'm just going to take a teeny bit of this because it's super duper dark. I'm going to take a teeny bit of that and use that to darken this up. Whoa, that'll do it. I love this foundation as well for Drugstore. It is really good and it stands up to the humidity so well. All right, that is much better. So instead of buying new foundations when your color changes, like through the season or whatever it might be, whatever your favorite foundation is, I suggest you buy a really good foundation, and then you can get something Drugstore to lighten or darken it up. The Milani is great. What's the other one? L'Oreal Infallible. That is another one that's really, really good too. All right, I'm just gonna go back into that original CoverGirl color that I used, and I'm just gonna take that right around the middle part of my face to lighten that back up a little bit. And then I'm just gonna take the other side of my Beauty Blender and pick up all of the excess. That is actually a really pretty finish. All right, for my concealer, like I said, I'm gonna use the Milani Conceal and Perfect. And I'm just gonna use a little bit. I don't need a whole lot of concealer, so I don't use a whole bunch. Luckily, I don't have dark circles, and I try not to use what I don't need. But the foundation and the concealer, they look really, really good. Yeah, they look really good. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and set that. And the powder that I'm gonna use is the Flower Beauty. And I think it's in, oh, here it is. It's in L01. And I'm just gonna take my Beauty Blender and pop a little bit of that right underneath my eye. This is a great drugstore powder. So I put it on with the Beauty Blender first in the places where I get oily fast, and then I just take my blush brush to the rest. So those are the places that I get super oily, and then I'm just gonna take a big powder brush, oof, that's a lot, and then dab it to set the rest. Okay. For my blush, and let's see, this is supposed to be a contour and blush, and it's in St. Lucia. Let's try this contour shade out. All right. Yeah, that's not bad. It's got just enough of a gray undertone. Yeah, that's not bad. And then I'm going to take my bronzer brush and dip back into that, and I'm going to use that as a bronzer as well. Oh, I like that a lot. Now, this was supposed to be a blush, but I do not see how It's right there. You can't even see it. I do not see how that could possibly be a blush. So what am I going to use for blush? All right, I am going to take this palette, and I'm going to take this color right here that is the transition. Wish me luck. And I'm going to squeeze my brush together, dab it in there, hope I didn't get any blue, and let's see what we get. Woo. Well, definitely got color payoff, that's for sure. Not bad. You can always make do. All right, I am just gonna take that powder brush that I used and go back over top of that just to kind of blend that in a little bit, a little intense. All right, now for highlighter, I'm gonna go back to the Wet n Wild. Pop that right at the top. It's so pretty. I've said it before, this really is a great highlighter. All right, I like it. All right, let's go back to the under eyes. I am going to use this eyeliner from Hard Candy that I got. Again, it'll be in my previous video with the drugstore haul. I need my beauty blender here. And I'm going to use that on my lower lash line. This is the Rainbow Edition. It looks like this. And I'm going to grab this lavender color and put that underneath. And press that right up against my lower lash line. And I'm actually going to go ahead and take a little bit of my Mario Badescu spray, and I'm going to get the end of that wet and dip it into that purple. And I'm going to take that right over top of that eyeliner that we put down. And bring that purple to the top. And I'm just going to use the brush that it came with. I'm going to pick some of that up and again spray some of my Mario Badescu on there and just put that right in the inner corner. And then I'm just going to take a little bit of that navy blue right here in the corner to marry the two up. All right, that I like. Okay. And then I'm going to go back in with that original peach color that I used. And just go right back on the top there where we lost some of that to the navy. Yeah, I think that came together, especially since that liner that I used ended up being navy blue and not black. Let me just blend this out. All right, I am happy with that. All right. For mascara, so I'm going to be using this L'Oreal Unlimited mascara. Ugh, it's got one of those kind of, I hate these. Well, okay, I may not be a fan of the wand. But I do like what it's doing for my lashes. And I did pick up some drugstore lashes, but I am not going to put those on. I have things I have to do today, and wearing false eyelashes is not one of them. Okay, when I went and put that second coat on, got a little iffy there. The first coat went on great. The second one was a little bit clumpy. I'm gonna go ahead and set everything with my Mario Badescu. And because I am going out today and I need my makeup to last all day, I'm still gonna use my Slay All Day by Gerard Cosmetics. I just know that when I use that, my makeup's not going anywhere. And it is warm today in southern Florida, which is good. I'm not complaining. I'm so happy. All right, for lips, I am gonna use the Milani Bold Matte, and this is in the color I Am Pretty. So otherwise, the eyes, I loved everything that I used. I think it turned out well. Definitely wasn't what I had started out to do, but it rarely is. I'm gonna go quick. I'm gonna go ahead and brush my hair, and then I will be back to finish this up and tell you my final thoughts. Okay, I am all finished. I really like everything that I used. I think the look turned out really pretty. I liked the eyeshadows. I liked the mascara, although that second coat was a little wonky. I really, really liked this e.l.f. mattifying balm. This stuff is good. I hope it holds up as well as it is. I hope it holds up like this all day long because this is good. I liked the CoverGirl foundation so far. It's wearing well. We'll see how it goes throughout the rest of the day, and I'll make sure and notate that in the description how everything wore. But so far, I like it. I think everything that I used went on well. I even liked the color that I ended up using for my blush out of the eyeshadow palette. So overall, I think it turned out great. So I'm really happy with everything. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. I will be doing a St. Patrick's Day tomorrow. And make sure that you check out my drugstore haul for all the names and prices and all that stuff for the products I used today. And also don't forget to check out my Birthstone series where I just did March and Aquamarine. Next month is April, which is Diamond. So until next time, remember there are no such thing as disabilities, only different abilities. I love you all, and God bless.